All right, be honest. Be honest. Some of y'all didn't think I was gonna make it this morning because I stayed up. You can hear it in my voice a little bit. Stayed up till about 2 a.m. playing little video games with the fellas, but I made it. So all those people in that chat last night, if y'all are even here, who said I wasn't gonna make it, you owe me $50. You owe me $50. But Cole House is like, I was just streaming just in case. Oh my goodness. You can hear it in my voice a little bit. I'm winding down. Winding down. I think Friday and Saturday I need to sleep. No, Cole Hauser, no. You didn't have to do that, brother. Brother. No, man. Thank you. Donna Hall said Jay made it for spite. Oh, brother. I love Cole Hauser. I'll take it. I'll take 50 Canadian. Donna's funny. I see Wasp in the chat. Zero, Right Rider, King's Advisors. Ronan, my brother. I'll be in touch soon, Ronan. I'll be in touch soon. Thundarius. My man Bruce is here bright and early. I love it. I love it. Johnny. Look at that. He says he got a good intro. The milkman is here. Thundarius is like, good morning. Got it. We got it. We got it. Those boys, Jeremy and Beardo, did not finish. They did not finish until like 2 hours ago. Like 5 in the morning. I was like, woo. Among Us was boring without you. Did you tell them that? I had Mo out to the theme parks. I wish Cole Hauser was with us, man. Trust me. It would have been a party. You did? Yeah, like a little after 1 a.m., I was like, guys, I can't keep doing this. The morning show is where I need to be. So Jeremy left around 3 a.m. Beardo and Mo kept playing. Wow. I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that train. I wish I could watch the gaming streams late, but I hear you, man. I hear you. Look at that. The Kings. Are you going live today, Kings? Shout out, brother. The first Rose Tico of the day. My bad. My bad. He's like, I don't want no Rose. There you go. Colton says I'm going live with Ryan later this evening. King says I gotta work. All right, all right. All right. Just checking. Just checking. Got a new Gina photo on fight mode. Ah, no. I just keep the classics around here, man. We just keep the classics. I need beauty sleep more than hanging out with gamers, says Was. I totally respect that. I'm gonna catch up this weekend. Oh, Keenan. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Movie recommendations: The Plague, 2025. I have never heard of that film ever. Over on Rumble, we got Lady Marine, Chris, Joe Max. Is that Akron? And Kosh. And on Kick, we got Binary Recoil and Steel Leg of History. Has anybody else seen that? Bruce says, can we card on Sunday? I think there's a strong possibility for that. I think there's a very strong possibility. It was like, soon as MegaCon was over, it's like, yeah, yeah, I hear that. That's what I'm behind on. Holy crap. As soon as MegaCon was over, it was like, all right, I got to play ketchup, mustard, pickle, whatever. And then it's like, Mo's like, hey, I'm coming to town. Now that like, not to blame him, but it's been a wild few weeks for sure. Yeah, it's like, you know, uh, I see Rachel, Ace Liberty, Chaos Maker, Doc Hatchet, John Ambler. What's up, brother? Arc Light, the Sheriff Angler, all you guys. I see you got the Wayfarer, Zero. I guess we'll see. My man Odyssey Run is here. Misa Dawn, Paulie. I think I got almost everybody. Marianne B, Chris Coran. Um, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Z Highness, Tall Tales One. Trying to say hi to everybody. Trying. Lady Aaron D, Eldridge. Jay's eyes are still red. Nah. Sarah from across the pond. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Old man Hatfield for 5. Young man time and sleep are two things you can never make up. Yes. Something crazy happened to me yesterday. And good morning. It's not crazy. What's up, country girl? Yeah, I saw it, Cole Hauser. Unfortunately, I don't look like you. That's the sad part. If I looked like you, maybe it would go okay. But today's a new day, man. Today's a new day. There's this fear the door greeter. Aloha. Yo, Sane, that's good news, right? I finally found a job. Going to be missing this show starting next week. Search engine since November. Got one call back and he hired me because I'm awesome. Sane, that's all right, bro. That's okay, brother. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, man. We will miss you. We will miss you. I hear you, brother. We will miss you, but man, go make that money, right? Go make that money. Look at that. Look at all the congratulations. That's awesome. We love to hear those type of praise reports in the chat, you know? You're my equal brother. Far from it, but I appreciate the encouragement. We got Pre-Dawn Corpse over on Kick with 3 kicks to my face. Um, for the J Bohemian Van Fund, I might just tweet Elon Musk like, "Can I just lease? Can you just not lease? Can you just loan me a Cybertruck for a year? I'll make it work. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Thanks for the funds." Yesterday, this shirt right here, hold on. This shirt right here, my He-Man shirt. How many more days is left? Hold on, let me double check. 4 days left. There it is right there. He-Man shirt. That little video that I made with like me and Beardo, and we put the little He-Man cartoon to it. Um on Instagram, it's at like 150,000 views, right? Well, the woke crazies or what maybe not the woke the crazy people have found that shirt. And they are tagging Hasbro. They are leaving massive amounts of comments on that shirt. Yesterday I saw of like, we're gonna get this taken down. We hate this. We hate Nine Line. They're MAGA. We hate like, are they anti-MAGA crowd? And they were showing up on. So what happened was because I had an because like it's weird because like so I posted that reel on Instagram and you kind of invite a collaborator. So I invited Nine Lines, so they also have control of it, right? So Nine Line was deleting comments like crazy. I was like, "Where's this comment? Where's this comment? Where's this comment?" So I text them late last night. I was like, "Don't delete the comments because I could use that. I could use that." And they're like, "Well, we don't, what if they really?" So it's really weird. Like they were showing up and they were just saying like, Hasbro, take this shirt down. MAGA, they're trying to turn He-Man into MAGA, like this and that. They were going on and on and on about it. Like it must have found like the algorithm must have pulled it somewhere. I don't know where it was. It was very odd that it all showed up like and you just started seeing all these comments. Doom, 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 doom. I was like, what the freak is going on, man? It's crazy. So they're mad. They're freaking mad. So I was searching to see if somebody made like a video about like a TikTok about it. I haven't found it yet. It only takes one person to send the bots. I was like, they were so like the comments were like, I hope these people die and all that. So Nine Line's like deleting all that stuff. So I text him. I was like, well, at least the person that I know, I was like, hey, don't delete them because I could use that stuff. I could use that. I could use that. And I guess they don't want to they don't understand how the internet works, I guess. Does that make sense? Um yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, isn't it Mattel? I was like, I was gonna take screenshots and show them today, but they deleted. I was like, don't delete it. Like, let me use it. It's fine. And and then of course, it gets in your head. So is Nine Line mad at you? Not at all. They think it's funny. Nine Line, um, Nine Line, has the hold on. Nine Line has this shirt, and when they put this shirt out, They said they got death threats and people were mailing them letters. It was oh maybe it's not up anymore. It was basically Donald Trump and it said miss me when he got shot. Oh yeah, it's probably not up. When he got shot, when Donald Trump did that thing, they made a shirt that said missed me that sold like crazy, dude. We saw it in the stores when we were there in Daytona. Um, they don't keep shirts up long. They make like 5,000 of them, and if you don't get them, they move on to the next. So I asked them, I was like, are we good?" They're like, "It's a parody law." No, they're like, "No one sent us a letter to take it down. Let these people cry." I was like, "All right." I was like, "But leave them up because like." So I was looking this morning and I couldn't find any. Oh, let me see. They I don't think they understand how let me check. Um here's one. This shirt is a scam. Please tag Hasbro. We need to get this shirt taken down. Why do the MAGA have to take everything from us? But these are like you might not if you go on there and look, it's under like I could see it because it's my post, but it might be they might be hidden because I had to go down and then click another button. Yeah, I had to click on hidden replies. Ah, that's too bad. That's too bad. You guys have heard it all before. This is how these people respond. I got more compliments on this shirt than others. It's a cool shirt, man. Anytime you're trying to do good, anytime you're trying to like have a little fun, anytime you try to like, anytime these weirdos showed up and they hate the fact that um they hate the fact that we have a good time. They hate the fact that we laugh. They hate the fact that we're not disturbed, that we have common sense. They hate the fact that they just hate it. Yo, shout out JB for dropping a bomb on the gaming channel last night, man. I appreciate you, bro. Yes, that's it right there. That's it. Blah blah blah. Trump. Blah blah blah. MAGA. Blah blah blah. You know, I think Christian Rocker. Happy Friday Eve, brother. JB. God bless you, brother. They aren't even He-Man fans. They just want something to complain about. I agree. I still get called an Uncle Tom for hanging out with Ryan. These people hate the fact that people like us have common sense and have a good time. That we could look at parody stuff and laugh, that we don't get upset at certain things, that we don't let things live rent free in our minds. We talk about it, we complain about it, we move on with our day. Ah, they're mad because we have morals. That's right. The fact that a few of them were like, they're trying to make He-Man MAGA is like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever. I mean, if they thought that was bad, I mean, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, John Ambler's right. Butthurt, crying, moaning. They're just angry. Like you think they dropped their Star Wars line. I mean, if they thought the He-Man shirt was bad, you know, I don't know, man. That looks a lot like this isn't my shirts, but I don't know. That looks pretty close to something that I from a galaxy far, far away. What else do they got? What else were they like toting the line here? Is that that's kind of unique. A tatted up Leia riding a rocket R2D2. That's kind of unique. I might ask for that shirt. Um, I mean, come on. Uh, you know, that looks like a certain wizard. All I'm saying, I mean, I think we've all seen that one. Excuse me. All I'm saying is that they, as a like a as a company, they understand like the line of parody, right? Like parody. I don't know how we got into this topic today, but they understand the hold on, let's see. They understand like the line of parody. So let's see what they have here. Hold on. I mean, if I go to T Public, if I go to freaking T Public, uh that's like a blatant ripoff from the freaking cartoon that somebody put on a shirt. They even call it He-Man. That's pretty funny. I mean, you want to talk about a blatant ripoff? There you go, right there. All right, this shirt's kind of cool. I like that one. Anyway, anyway, way off topic today. Just telling a little story of how I got in trouble, or they think they're getting me in trouble. You know, let's see something. Hold on. I think this is Canada. Everybody take a deep breath, okay? Because also sign up Patreon. There we go. All right. Everybody take a deep breath because what I'm about to show you comes straight from Canada. Okay? Straight from Canada. Cole Hauser already knows. Apparently, we've been saying it all wrong here in America, and we've got to get our stuff together. Okay? Uh if you haven't seen or heard, let me turn it up. All of you should be ashamed of yourself for not understanding the full concept. But here it is.
Deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+.
One more time for the people in the back. It is not LGBTQ anymore. It's MMIABCQRX TZW triple Q's 5X LGBTQA++++. All right.
Deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+. This is abhorrent.
They might as well just be called the alphabet community at this point. You might as well just do it. Did anybody get all that? Anybody get all that? One more time. Let's see if you guys could spell that out in the chat correctly. And if someone gets it correctly, someone will send me $100 super chat. That's how it works around here.
Deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+. This is abhorrent.
It just rolled off her tongue. It just rolled off her tongue like it was nobody's business. Can I buy a vowel? Some of you might be saying, well, what does all that mean? All right. Well, I got you covered. You guys knew I wouldn't let you down. I got you covered. And it took our wonderful, beautiful Sevi, Madam Sevi, to figure it out. After some minor research, they tacked on murdered and missing indigenous women and girls to the sex who you're sexing banner. This really makes them all seem rather retarded. Why do you need that? The whole thing is now just an umbrella for not straight white, not Asian when it suits the conversation for leftists. Pretty much it. I think the only reason they don't add genocide people is because they've had to include the Jews. But that's just they're itching to put a watermelon slice on there for Palestine. I can't wait for the upgraded version in a few months. Maybe we can meme it into existence. So basically everything that's not straight white. So let me ask you this question. Does that mean I'm the minority now because I'm not included? I'm not included in their
Deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+.
Does that mean I'm in the minority now? Right? I am the hated minority. I'm not in the club. I really hope with everything that's in me that everyone adapts this And every time they have to bring it up in a speech, they make this whole big thing. You know? I'll tell you what club I'm in, all right? I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what I'm in. I hope you guys are ready. This is it right here. Since we're not in the cool kids club, I guess we're just gonna be in this club right here. Right here. Gonna have to It's a wrestling joke if you get it. That's it. Hey, where's the other one where it has like is this it right here? Oh yeah, here it is. There goes the stream. It's a Thursday. What are you gonna do, you know? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Oh man. That's the secret. That's the club that we're in. So they're like, hey, what are you? Are you part of the LGB double triple Q? No, I'm part of the NWO. Okay. I'm part of the NWO. 02J shirt is under attack tax. Something. It's just so much crazy for you. What about the Wolf Pack? Yeah, Bruce says the new Hogan documentary is April 22nd. Yeah, that should be cool. Yeah, Wicked knows what's up. Wicked knows what's up. Dan doesn't know what we're talking about. That's why he left the chat. He's like, I don't know what that is. Some people here are claiming Wolfpack. All I could think about is Dave Filoni. Every time someone says I'm part of the Wolfpack, I think of like, ugh, you're part of that Dave Filoni clan. Dan says, I don't know what's up. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if this is good news or what. Republicans just flipped a Kamala Harris 8th seat in Alaska from blue to red. The left won't want to acknowledge this one. Our voters need to be prepared to surge to the polls in November. I don't know which one it was. Bro, look at this. Look at this Alaska map for a second. How do you live way over here, like at the bottom? How do you get there? Like there's like these little islands that they have here that are blue. What is it like? 2 people on that place? Oh, the beast said, "Don't disrespect the wolf pack like that, bro." All caps. And NWO was better. They had Hulk Hogan. What the heck? Um, wait, who won? He won by 100 votes. 7,000 people voted in that district. That's kind of crazy. Thunderous hung out with Buff Bagwell. I used to love Buff Bagwell. I thought it was hilarious. I guess that's good news. Or that's just state elections. Interesting. Almost as many people that watch the acolytes. Oh, take care. Positive. Wait, taquito. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we got a prayer request. Oh, did I not see it? Usually we're on Rumble. Bruce says I miss 90s wrestling. That's when everything was right with the world, huh, Bruce? Where the only things that you argued about was wrestling. Mm. Good morning. Quick prayer request. I have my second interview for a job I would like this Friday at 1 p.m. This is your second round, no? It's your second round, right? Yeah, second interview for the job. You know we got you covered, man. We got you covered, brother. Oops. Keep us posted. There's a lot of look at all the prayers and look at this amazing chat, man. Look at this amazing chat for you, bro. Incredible position for a majority party heading into midterms. The doomsday BS is overblown. An upset is very possible if the GOP campaigns properly. It comes down to candidate quality. The 2026 midterms crystal ball rating. The House Democrats, Republicans, and there's a toss up of 14. This looks like a little more reasonable poll. There's no way that the Democrats will win the Senate. They might win the House. North Carolina, Georgia, couple of toss-ups. Everything is like right in the middle. Again, this is prediction. Look at all that red, dude. Dang, New Mexico is just completely blue. Look at Florida, blue, Orlando, and Broward County. The only blue left in Florida. There's a little dot near Tampa. That's the Scientologist. It's funny to see California's like half. Same with like dang, Washington State, Oregon. And the rest of these are all mixed up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the Scientologists. My state's all red, baby. Wyoming. Yeah, it's like it's not even like close. It's just red. Raging Rhino says, "Good day, Jay. Just got here. What am I looking at? The midterm elections." When you look at this map, it's like it's crazy how like up here, like by Maine and New York, like that's all blue. That kind of controls they're trying to push laws on all this that's like deep red. Look at Texas. The blue is pushing through. Those were just the cities, though, you know. What's up with Hawaii? The Beast. What's up with Hawaii? Why are they blue? If California somehow magically elects a Republican governor, he could change all this. That guy could do a lot, man, with redistricting, all that stuff. That guy could. That would be crazy. Do you think he has a chance, Cole Hauser? What is this part in Georgia that's blue? That's not Atlanta, is it? There's like a whole blue. It's just the redistricting, isn't it? That's why it's blue like this. Like, look at this blue. Like this. That's ridiculous. How is that little line right here part of a district? That makes no sense whatsoever. At least Florida is kind of understandable. There's a circle here, 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 a circle here. They don't have like a blue line that goes down the state where it's like, we'll just keep all that Democratic. Like, look at this. There's like a line that goes through the state that they're like, we'll let the Dems have that. Man, don't let them have anything. Yeah. Gay mandering. These lines are ridiculous, dude. I mean, look at these big, beautiful states up here. No lines, just chunky red. Well, I do like this poll because it's not like the panicans, right? You know? It's not like it's like freaking panicans, man. I think Trump posted about that. Yeah. If everybody goes out and does their job, no panicans. Yeah, we showed that yesterday. NWO music tax. I think I got that. Thank you guys for being supportive today on a random Thursday. Cole Hauser says Eric Fang is done like dinner for California. He was leading now the new China allegation. He's finished. I love that statement, Bruce. He has a plan. It's just not theirs and doesn't include them. I love that statement. I love that freaking statement. Because like Alex Jones and them, like, let's see. Hold on. Let's talk about this real quick. And then I've got to you know, because Scott Jennings, we love Scott Jennings on CNN. I don't agree with all his takes all the time, but I can't imagine being on CNN having to deal with people like this all the time. You know, but there's freaking Robert Barnes and Alex Jones and Scott Jennings. He talks about it here.
So what do we do? Tackle Trump and let him pretend he's president and publicly report that he's going through a health issue and Vance take over.
And so the turnaround here is really stark, Scott.
Well, look, they're isolationists, and he's not. He never has been. There's been a lot of people in that wing of our politics that wanted to ascribe or attach their views to him. He just never.
100%. Look at that. That is the statement of the year. When anyone says something that meets their agenda and what they want, like when it doesn't matter who it is, they could have been hated for 20 years, but if they make a statement that they agree with, they support them. Giles, that is the statement of the decade right there. They hated Alex Jones. They wanted him in prison forever. They don't want nothing to do with this guy. All that stuff. And now he's like, hey, what do you got to say about now? What do you got to say about Alex Jones now, huh? What do you got to say about that? And Scott's like, yeah, it's so, these people are so crazy, dude. All right, sorry, I got to start it over. I shouldn't have stopped it. I'll let it play. But that statement from Giles was just too true.
So what do we do? Tackle Trump and pretend, let him pretend he's president and publicly report that he's going through a health issue and Vance take over.
And so the turnaround here is really stark, Scott.
Well, look, they're isolationists, and he's not. He never has been. There's been a lot of people in that wing of our politics that wanted to ascribe or attach their views to him. He just never has been. He wasn't in his first term. He hasn't been in his second term. He's been a hawk on Iran his entire adult life. And I see some of these people now saying, gee whiz, we had no idea Donald Trump hated Iran and thought they shouldn't have a nuclear weapon. I mean, take the car key out of your ear, for goodness sakes. Like, this has literally been his position since he was like 30 years old when the regime took over. So I don't know what they've been listening to until now, other than this. They wanted always to try to get him to bend to their will. And what they don't understand about Trump is that people bend to his. He's the head of the party and he runs the country, not the podcast.
Accepts him, which shows that there is uncertainty right now in the core of his base. The people who actually feed on.
No offense to Alex Jones. He was never the core of MAGA. He really wasn't. He's at the core. He was never a core MAGA person. James Donatello signed Acrobatic Chronicles Blue for free. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. He was at MegaCon that one time, but I don't know. I can't. I don't want to speak for him. I don't want to speak for him. So I'm not sure. Wicked Virtue with a big cup of hey, I'm right there. I got it. Big cup of Joe right here. I'm not hating on Alex Jones. I think he's funny. I feel like Alex Jones has always been entertainment. He said some crazy stuff, and some of the crazy stuff that he said has turned out to be true. So I'm not hating Alex Jones here. Whatever. Robert Barnes is like, I went through his Twitter. I just can't believe that they would think the alternative is better. That's all I'm saying. But he was never a core MAGA. He never was. Alex Jones was always Alex Jones. I've seen him a lot. I've seen a lot of his clips. He's never really been a Republican or he calls everybody out. So let's just be clear that the fact that CNN is like, there's a rupture in your core. And Scott Jennings like literally looked into the camera like this, like he's like, you give me something else. Okay. Like, give me a break. He was never, give me a break. I will say it was very entertaining to have Alex Jones, Donald Trump, and Elon Musk on the same call. Even Elon Musk can't stand Alex Jones. Remember, like Elon Musk was like, I'm not going to unban Alex Jones from Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, and then he finally did, but it was just, that's all I'm saying. The fact that they have these, like, look at Sky's like, did you really call Alex Jones the core base of MAGA? Hold on a second. I love you, Jay, but backing Trump at this point, I don't understand. Best of luck. No hate, not mad. Explain why. Like what? At what point? At what point? No hate, no hate. I'm not gonna roast or anything. I appreciate. I love a good conversation. Educate me as to why. Marine for peace. Educate me as to why I should go to the other side at this point. That's all I want to know. No hate, no hate. Marie for peace. I just curious what makes the other side better. No one's gonna attack you in chat. No one will attack you in chat. No one's gonna attack you in chat. I'm just curious. Um Not gonna reply, Jay. Oh, anyone in the chat, if you disagree, like I'm okay. You know me here. It's all good. Like I'm not gonna get upset. Plus, he lost a lot of people when he went to war. I don't think so. I think that's just internet. I think that's a lot of internet noise. If you want my honest opinion, do I like the war in Iran? Absolutely not. I don't like war. I hate it. I don't think he's lost support, even though, like, we've been through this before when, we've been through this before when he's done something that shocked people and everyone's like, I'm no longer MAGA. I'm no longer MAGA. And then it's like, we went, and then the polls came out and CNN themselves were like, they came out and were like, he hasn't really lost any support. I think it's noise. I'm not saying you have to agree. I don't say you have to love him, any of that. All I'm looking at is I have to put who I feel is best for this country. And while I'm not one of those people where you have to agree with everything that Trump does. Never. I look at the alternative and I'm like, I don't want to be anywhere near that. I think that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. But I think supporting Trump at this point has given the country back to I disagree. The midterms, I just showed the poll where the midterms are. I mean, maybe you weren't here for that, Mike. The beast says I ain't got a dog in that fight. I still think Trump has a net positive, honestly. One thing about Jay, he's willing to listen to all opinions. Unfortunately, when he debates others, they don't give him the same courtesy. I'm politically more in line with Ripa and Dan. It's how I found the community. Seeing only two sides is part of the problem. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't show a CNN poll, Mike. Mego says if things end up going well, I see you, Was. Holy crap. Then a lot of people will ultimately be fine. We'll keep the Senate. If we lose the House, that's on the Speaker. If we lose the House, they will impeach every week, but they will die in the Senate. Yeah, it'll be noise. Wicked Virtue just throwing hearts. I'm not mad or upset. I do appreciate other people's. I guess that's where my head is. It's like, and then a lot of the we are so quick to forget a lot of the good that has come out of this, even though it's small. Mike says, "I'd honestly rather be right." I mean, we'll see. Listen, if I'm wrong, I will be first to admit. You know what he did? He screwed it all up the midterms because of this, and I will be first to admit. I'll be first to admit. We criticize Republicans over here too. Wasp with a $100 donation says USA with hearts. Right back at you. But we have been saying this, and many of us agree that Trump literally had 2 years to get stuff done because the Republicans are there. Some of them are just as bad as the Democrats. But there's a lot of the policies that I really like what he shut down the borders. We're getting the education stuff taken care of. And what I mean by that, it's like we're getting like the pornography out of the freaking school. But Trump avoids a lot of warranted criticism because he's better than the alternative. Try to do our best here. I think that with the tariffs and everything, just trying to get us on a level playing field. Well, when you look at the people that oppose Trump, what we just saw with Alex Jones and Robert Barnes, they want to physically assault the man. You know what I'm saying? Trump got rid of all the LGBTQ like holidays and all that stuff. Like we had a president that talked about scripture and Bible and like just a lot of things. Anyway, when we weren't at war with Iran or we weren't attacking Iran, gas prices were heading in the right direction. Thank you, Wasp. And shout out to the amazing lurkers in the chat. Shout out to the amazing lurkers. Thank you for being here as chat disagrees with me. MAGA is vindicated because Israel showed the entire world their cards and now it's America first. I guess we'll find, time will tell. All right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. He's a net positive. Gas prices are, they'll come down. Lady Aaron D, I'm sorry, Jay, but Trump is not a serious Christian. Oh, I never said he was a serious Christian. But I've seen more scripture and Bible and like A lot of stuff coming out of this administration. Then the last one. The last one, Joe Biden on Easter Sunday called it Trans Awareness Day. Tried to change Easter Sunday. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm not saying he's like a serious Christian. It's like, for me, it was like we were moving past some of that craziness and just putting a little more common sense back in. That's where I was at with that. Look, we had Pride Month last year. I don't remember, like, people weren't changing their avatars. People weren't doing any of that stuff. They weren't pushing that stuff. Are there still people that push agendas? Of course there is. There always will be. But it had, look, even the fact when I went to Disney for park hopping during Pride Month, and they shoved all their LGBTQ. It used to be like they used to fly flags and balloons and everything under Biden. Like, here, they shoved it way in the corner, like one little picture area. That's a huge difference. When Trump signed the Bible, I had to cringe too far. Listen, he's done a lot of cringy things. There's no denying that. I respect taking the books in schools, but there's a bigger issue in schools that I agree. But you got to start somewhere, right? You either start somewhere or you keep going down the same road. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's where I'm at. I guess that's where I'm at. I don't like Trump's abortion stance, but it's much better than what we were left to. I like these debates. We got this woman with her mouth open. It only matters what he does 3 months before elections. People will forget everything else before that. Isn't that crazy how that works? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with Boss says being a leader is not a popularity contest. It's about protecting the nation, the country, freedom, and morality. Don't judge. It's a tough seat. The attitude of Trump isn't doing what I want and now must be removed is exactly the kind of crap that everyone said they hated about the left. So it is at best hypocritical. Magnum Norse for 10. MAGA is MAGA. It doesn't need Trump. We owe him for starting the movement, but now we need to take the wheel and expunge these communists. Everybody freaked out when Trump called Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man and told Kim he had a bigger button and it actually worked. Everybody screamed World War III. How did that work out? It ended in peace. I see Bruce's comment, but I can't highlight it. Shout out to all of you non-lurkers. um, to be honest, never forget how Thune was elected leader of the Senate, or what about Kamala, how she was elected to run for president without an election? You know? I mean, you could say Constantine was also not a real Christian, but God used him to legalize. Uh, Eldridge and Thundarius are arguing in the chat. I also think we lost a sense of perspective. 1 year ago was January 6th, get vaxxed or don't work or eat. Iran with the nuke, China leading, taking economy, massive inflation, open border, etc. People forget real quick when they don't get what they want. That is what happens when you create a bunch of people that are entitled, sadly. The left has already come out and said that when they win, they're gonna abolish ICE. The left has said they want to abolish police. The left has said they want it. I mean, you want to know what? Hold on. I got something for you. Zero with 5 gifted memberships. Let's get through that. Thank you. Real Rose Tico. For the next... I got something for you. Can someone confirm that this is taking place in a blue city or red city? Thundarius and Elders are going to fight. They're both my good friends. All right, so I'm going to watch. Crazed homeless man accused of slaughtering this beautiful girl has found incompetent to stand trial. Is this in a blue or red city? I'm just asking the chat. I'm not here. Bro, if this dude walks after video evidence of him stabbing a random white girl on a train, are you kidding me? He's already been released multiple times. How many times was he released after being caught doing a crime? That's the new narrative. Crazed homeless man. That's what they're going to call him. How many times was he released before he did this horrendous crime? 14 times. 14. I mean, Magnum North says, I live in North Carolina. He's going to be let out again based off of insanity. This is what's wrong with our political system right here. And all I can say is that when you go to more blue areas, there's a lot of crime that's happening. Does it happen in Republican judges and 100% it does. It all has got to be flushed out. It's all got to be flushed out. I'm not saying this guy's walking. or let go or anything like that. But I'm just like, come on, man. Trump has been fighting against these stupid, crazy judges for a long time. He is trying to get these other judges in and all that stuff, and yet people are like, "MAGA's dead. We're done." It's just like there's a lot of little things happening that we're. Yeah. We need Charles Bronson to take care of him. The only solution is declare George Soros an international terrorist, and every judge he funded is part of the plan to destroy America. Doc Hatchett with a 99-cent super sticker. Middle East is three stooges with downs for decades. Misa Dawn with 5 gifted memberships. Rosie. Mm-mm-mm. The deranged homeless man accused of savagely butchering. Man, how do you say her name? I don't want to mess it up. Irina? Did I say that? I messed it up, didn't I? Irina. I said it right. I said it right. A Ukrainian refugee of all things. On Charlotte, light rail train has been found incapable to proceed on state murder charges. Yeah, I said it right. According to a motion filed April 7th, DeCarlos Brown Jr. was evaluated in December at a hospital. Let's see. Determined he was not competent to stand trial. His attorney asked the court to delay his competency hearing by 180 days to find out if he's competent. The results were previously sealed in the state court and were only revealed as a motion was filed. Prosecutors did not object to the request of 180 days delay. Which will determine whether he is fit to proceed with a potential death penalty trial. He will remain in custody on that case. The judges got to know. If a judge agrees Brown is incompetent to stand trial, state. What are we doing? The judge agrees Brown is incompetent to stand trial. State law mandates the charges. What? Let me read that again. Hold on. If a judge agrees Brown is incompetent to stand trial, state law mandates the charges be dismissed. Man, I ain't a lawyer, man. Someone's got to explain this to me. Like, there's no way. Is that like Kings? I need this, man. We need a video. I need a video because I don't understand this. I could be. I'm not trying to stir up anything. I just want to know what that means. I just want to know what that means. Kings, explain it. I'll highlight your comment. Super chat needed. We have others attorneys in the chat. All right. His attorney had him evaluated. The psychologist said that it was not competent. At this time, he will be remanded. I'm trying to explain to you. I got it. All right. Not trying to. I don't want everyone to get heated. The way it's written, it's an article from the. It's likely that's not an accurate statement of the law. Okay. All right. Thank you. It's an article from the media. You know how they stir stuff up. That's all I'm trying to, like, just remember that's what they do. A similar situation happened in Tar Heel State in 2020 when murder charges were dismissed without prejudice against Buford James after he was determined to be incompetent by multiple psychologists, including one who worked in the DA's office. The wording is really bad. Once competency is restored, he will go to. All right, I think we got it. I think we got it worked out, Kings. Thank you. That is weird. Under North Carolina law, defendant is deemed capable to proceed trial if they can understand the nature of the object proceedings. Why has he been in custody in Chicago and not North Carolina? Why is he in Chicago? State murder charges could be refiled if he ever regains his capacity to be tried. Oh, he's in federal custody. That's why. Got it. There are federal charges against him as well. Thank you. All right. That's all. I'm just asking questions. Everybody's happy to see Mexican Iron Man when he's in the chat. I'm just asking questions. This kind of stuff should be open shut case, though, you know? Wait, where was we were watching Scott Jennings, right? I think. Well, kind of. Andrew, it's a crazy world, man. All I want is for Trump to go after enemies inside this country, because if he doesn't, they're going to try to lock me up. Magnum Norse for 20. Whew. Sent you a pic of more of these instances. Leering. Got it. I'll try to get to it, man. Thank you for the 2. Fear the door greeter. The justice system is full of political activists. I know. If you want to know more, head on over to the King's Court. If I have time. Thanks, Jay, for getting my blood pressure going before work. I'm just saying. Mike says, I'm sorry I feel like such a negative Nancy when Trump comes up. I actually don't think about politics 90%. Neither do I. It's usually just the show. Mike, you're welcome. Your opinion is welcome over here, brother. It's all good. JD Vance says conservatives should stop blackpilling, and he nailed it. All right, let's see what he has to say.
The piece of advice I'd give to you, and I give it to American students, American conservatives in particular, is resist the temptation to think that victory is immediate or that we're going to win back our civilization through instant gratification. This institution was founded in 1996. It's far more influential than it was back then, but I think a lot of people, this is particularly true in the United States of America, if they see something that the administration does they don't like, they say, oh, that's not what we voted for. We're going to check out of politics. No. That's the exact wrong response. If we do something you don't like, the response should be to get more involved, to make your voice heard, and to try to push things in the direction that you want them to be pushed. Our civilization was not built overnight. It's not going to be saved overnight. And so what I'd encourage you to do is stay involved, be patient, and don't let disappointment turn to checking out of the system entirely. There's way too much of that, I would say, in the Anglo system and the American system. There's way too much, I didn't like this thing that the vice president said, or I didn't like this thing that the president did, and I'm going to completely check out. We call that blackpilling in the United States of America. And blackpilling is how you give power to the forces that are trying to destroy what our ancestors built. We need to take power back from those people and build the kind of institutions that can actually save our societies. It will not happen overnight. It will not happen in the term of one prime minister or one president, but it will happen so long as we keep our faith in God and we work hard to achieve it. That's what we have to do.
Man, I can't stand these grifters that are like, MAGA's dead. I voted for him 3 times. It's the same stuff. Hey, Jay, just found out my CRT post got me eligible for subs. And you couldn't send me a super chat with all the money that. Hey, man, shout out for you on Bro Science, man. I think freaking Beardo made like $5,000 yesterday on that show. Maybe I should do my 100th episode. I was like, holy crap, good for him. I apologize for blackpilling people. I ultimately want to plant a white pill because I think MAGA is stronger than ever. All good. It's crazy to me, like these people just like, I'm done. Jay, when are you getting Dan Vass on the stream? I'm not big enough for him to come on the stream. He only comes in my chat. So, oh man, look at this guy. Look at this guy. When are you going to show us a bear story, Jay? I don't know. I just never thought of doing like a 100 episode of I will say this, we got he said he doesn't want. That's not true. I think if I get Dan on anything, it will be the midday mixer because we talk a lot of retro stuff over there. And that's like more his speed and I love it. Like when we let Colehauser just start talking about like the retro toys and stuff, I freaking love it. We might not have a lot of viewers, but he doesn't want to. Like we don't get a lot of viewers on the mixer, but it's all good because I just have a great time. I'm gonna be the first person to meet Dan Vasc in real life. I will take a nice trip to Brazil. It's gonna be so random. Like I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm gonna be gone for like 5 days. I'm gonna fly in, hang out for a couple days, and then fly out. Dan says I've met people before. Really? Really? We'll go. I want to fly to Dan's house in Brazil and watch RoboCop. But I don't want to go when it's hot. I got to go when it's cold. So maybe what, August? I don't want to be sweating in Brazil. That's a cool picture. Man, Tree Bear has been very good to me this month. Tree Bear. Tree Bear has been very good to me this month. We had Dan on VAR and Virtue, and it was amazing. Mostly talked retro. I think that's the new cool, right? I think that's the new cool thing now is to talk retro because everything else sucks. Everything else sucks. This is like the third picture Tree Bear has done with me with long hair, and I'm like, I look freaking awesome. So I think it's time. I think long hair is like is an option. You know? All right, where was I? Where was I? Or was that the show? Um Midday Mixer today is going to be a little different. I don't know exactly when we will be live, but it's going to be a little different today. It's going to be a little different today. You'll find out. So I don't know what time it's going to be, but we'll see. We'll see. Mike has bad knee. I do like to upset Jeremy's chat, though. Please continue to do that. All U.S. ships, aircraft, and military personnel with additional ammunition, weaponry, and anything else that's appropriate and necessary for the lethal persecution and destruction of already substantially degraded enemy remain in place in and around Iran until a real agreement is reached. If for any reason it's not, which is highly unlikely, then the shooting star is bigger and better and stronger than anyone has ever seen before. A long time ago. No nuclear weapons. And the strait will be open. In the meantime, our great military is loading up and resting, looking forward to its next conquest. America is back. Well, we got Venezuela, right? How's that going? Cuba's next, huh? RoboCop versus Terminator. Who you picking, Jay? Man. I gotta go Terminator, dude. I think I got it. Should we put a poll in the chat? Let's put a poll in the chat. I think I gotta go Terminator. Only because RoboCop Terminator doesn't have any human emotion whatsoever, right? It's the human emotion that will eventually make RoboCop lose. That's the only thing I could think of. Man, everyone's unsubbing. I think it's got to be the Terminator because he just won't quit. RoboCop can. That is why the Terminator will lose. That's a good point too. That's a good point too. I never played the video game, no. Tree Bear says Terminator. I looked it up. The Terminator has a stronger metallic frame and no human organs. RoboCop still has a brain and is therefore more vulnerable. That's kind of where I was thinking. If Sarah Connor can beat a Terminator, RoboCop can too. Terminator is more agile. Yeah. I'm not saying it's like a slam dunk. I think the Terminator has it though. Great question, by the way. Great question. For the Dan Vast trip, you could watch out for and entertain the animals that wander into his house. Maybe get some tacos. You have tacos in Brazil? We have over 500 people watching. Thank you. Wouldn't all right, just all right, hold on here. Hold on. If the T1, what is it? Model 101? If Terminator has to come from the future into the past with more advanced weaponry. Oh no, he can't take weapons through, can he? All right, so there you go. So the weaponry would be the same. Hmm. The weapon would be the same. So that argument, that might the weapon would be on the same playing field. Terminator has better speaking lines though than RoboCop. Now, I'm assuming you're talking the Arnold Terminator. If it was the T1000, nah, it's over. T1000 over RoboCop any day. The Arnold one is a better talking point. Have you seen this boy? Gotta be, right? Terminator has been beaten by Ray. That's a good point. RoboCop will have strategy, not brute force. That's a great point too. Look at Dan. Dan wasted no time in coming in my chat saying, I've got subscriptions. And he's like, hey, they're up and running. Let's do this. There's your free publicity. But Terminator is crushing in the chat. I mean, in the poll. Elite Super Grunt, I hope you had an incredible birthday, man. Yesterday was your birthday. I hope you had an incredible birthday. So, you know. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Flesh is weak. That's why the Terminator wins and why we shouldn't build robots. Robert Patrick's cameo in Wayne's World was fire. It was the greatest thing ever. All right, I'm going to end the poll. I think I'm all caught up. Elite Supergirl with 5 gifted memberships. Happy. Ooh, that's the argument. Whose intro music was better? I got to go with Terminator. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh no. Oh no.
Many people online have been mocking the MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+ acronym, making out that it's some kind of joke. MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+ was simply an upgrade from LGBTQIA+ in order to be more inclusive to missing people in Indigenous communities. Comparing MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+ to a strong password or the next sequel in the Call of Duty franchise is not only grossly offensive, but deeply disrespectful to those communities who are simply asking for us to adjust our language and broaden the LGBTQIA+ acronym in order to include more people. Upgrading acronyms is actually pretty normal. So when you deliberately don't say MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+ when you could say MMIW G2S LGBTQIA+, we know that you're being deliberately exclusionary and simply trying to hurt people's feelings. Unfortunately, some people within the MMIW G2S LGBTQI community are they themselves refusing to use the MMIW G2S LGBTQI acronym.
Good luck with your channel. See ya. Dang. Dang. Buddy came in here and was like, this show sucks. It stinks. I'm out. Good luck. Good luck. The show stinks. Ah. Dang, man. What did I do? How do I win you back? What do I got to give you? What is it, man? What happened? What? I mean, what?
What more do you want from me?
The comments I get on this show are hilarious. Good luck, Jay. Well, at least you didn't say see ya. Oh, he's mad you picked the Terminator. Odyssey Run, what are you doing? What are you doing? Jay, good luck with your channel. I'm going nowhere. Got to run again. Brother, coming in hot, dropping a $100 donation. You see other guy that said, see ya. Good luck with your channel. People love me. At least some people love me. Some people care. Some people want to leave the lights on. I feel loved a little bit. I'm trying my best here. I'm not that smart, you know. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying. Thank you for the 100 Odyssey Run, brother. Thanks for keeping this dead channel alive. Where are you, man? I know you're still watching. Somewhere. Good luck with your channel. See ya tomorrow. Good luck with your channel tax. Best of luck with the whole YouTube thing, champ. You'll get lucky someday. No. Hey, see ya, Odyssey Run. Thanks, brother. Man, this dude drops 100 and so like I gotta go. Tay for $1. Dang, man. Dropping 100 on his way out. Maybe one day I'll be like D-Day Cobra. Go with God, Jay. See ya. Oh, my favorite relevant quote is always Jay makes every situation better by ruining them. Dang, man. I get more viewers on this show than any other live stream I ever do. 500 viewers can't be wrong, Tax. Elite Super Grunt for 2. Jay Love Tax. What is this? Attending a queer self-defense class in a church basement where trans people fight for free. Oh, no. Oh, no. How could this... Okay.
Hey, I have a question. The front doors are locked here.
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm trying to get to the queer self-defense class.
Okay, around the corner.
So the south side of the building, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, and it said on the flyer, trans folks fight for free.
Yeah, you're trans?
I'm trans-indigenous.
You're what?
I'm trans-indigenous. My parents, bigoted doctor, assigned me what?
Oh, man, I can't. I just want to see the fighting. Is he just here talking? He clickbaited me. I will say this, though. It's pretty sad that that church had that... Pretty sad that church had the pride flag on the doors, though. I wanted to see the fighting. That's all.
What are the efforts in terms of cutting spending right now, Kevin?
Oh, well, I mean, absolutely. We've made a huge amount of progress. And I think the biggest thing that we can point to is that we've cut government employment by, more than 300,000 workers. And those are jobs that are very high paying that are gone forever. And that reduces government spending by, unthinkable amounts of money, maybe as much as $1 trillion over the next 10 years. We reduced the deficit last year by $600 billion because of higher growth than people thought, and the tariff revenue and more supply side effect of the tax cuts. That's the kind of thing that we expect to see year after year after year. But if you wonder whether we're serious, look at the cut in federal government employment and understand that that's something that is in the baseline now. And it's a cut that's going to be there for each of the next 10 years.
What are the efforts in terms of cutting spending right now, Kevin?
I mean, that's good, right? That's good, right? It's a good thing, huh? No one's talking about that. It's a good thing. Maybe. Canada.
We will not let fear win. A world without trans people has never existed. A world without drag has never existed, and it never will. Queer people have always been here amongst us. They are our coworkers. They are our brothers, our sisters. They are our mothers, our fathers. They are our families. Drag is art. Drag is culture. Drag is educational. Drag is creative.
Crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of lost on the whole thing. One last thing I wanted to go over. is this guy again on Tucker. He talks about Franklin Graham's Samaritan's Purse, all smoke and mirrors. Graham, let's see.
Abuse? Really? How? Franklin's a godly man, Tucker.
A godly man is a humble man. That's the first sign of godliness is humility, because you're not God.
Yeah.
Right. So that was the model that Jesus left us. That was the model of the early church, was humility.
Well, I find it ironic too.
If that's what you really believe, Tucker, then and you claim to be a Christian.
We have the shot in the show. To get the veterans and their wives up there, they need private planes too. So they bought these other aircraft that they look like military transporters almost.
Yeah.
And they land and they circle around because it's a small runway. And so they circle around. Who's the first person off the plane?
Who?
Their staff photographer. Because they got to get the marketing photos of these wounded veterans getting off the plane. And I just laughed. And the best part is I'm there waving an American flag because they bring out the whole town because there's so few people on this little strip. They want it to feel like it's something. So cooks, everybody are coming out with a little American flag waving it. So I'm sitting there waving my flag with them. And it's all in the show. And the first person off is the staff photographer. Just making sure they document it to get all the shots. And then ironically, so I told you I spent 6 years in Maui during the Lahaina fires, which was awful. I have really close friends in Maui. A couple of my friends are firefighters that worked at the airport there. Samaritan's Purse flew their jet or their jumbo, their cargo plane from North Carolina to Lahaina. I'm sorry, Lahaina, Kahului. They landed at Kahului. And the first person off that jet too, staff photographer. They've got to get the shot that they're bringing in materials to help the people of Maui. And then Edward Graham, Franklin's son, walks off. And I was told what was on that plane, all of it could have been bought at Costco down the street. Water, blankets, but they spent tens of...
I was told, trust me, bro. Listen, he's talking about Samaritan's Purse. He's talking about Samaritan's Purse and Franklin Graham saying that they scheduled photo ops with people that they helped. Yeah, sadly, that's the world that we live in. I ain't even mad about that. I'm not mad. If I go and say, hey, I want to help somebody, and I'm like, here's the photos of me standing there. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, I'm not mad about that. I'm really not mad about that. And the fact that you would come on and make such a bold statement and say they could have, I was told that they could buy it down the street. Come on, bro. Samaritan's Purse, when I was in Haiti, was one of the few. Now, listen, they might have millions and millions of dollars. They might have all kinds of stuff. They might have all kinds of things, like a lot of money and a lot of stuff wherever. I get that. Billy Graham was one of the biggest evangelists of my lifetime. Franklin Graham is right there behind him. So when he asks for people to give money to something, I'm sure millions of people are going to give. So they probably collect a lot. So I don't understand that. I don't understand your thinking like, if his charity only made $10,000 a month, then you would be satisfied. If his charity only had 50,000, are you saying that is justification? But because it has $5 million or $10 million in assets, that's the problem? Buddy, you can't come on a talk show. And Tucker should know this, right? Tucker should know this. And just say, they could have just bought it down the street. At least that's what I was told. You can't come out and make those type of accusations about someone like the Graham family. You just can't, man. Like, Like, come with a bunch of fact papers of fraud or something like that and show that he did something wrong. But you can't go on there and just say, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, it sounds like you're just trying to get attention. That's just me. Going up talking bad about the Graham family when I've seen firsthand what Samaritan Purse has done. I have to defend it until they come out with like serious accusation of fraud or like whatever like that. I have to, because I've seen firsthand in 2 countries that I worked in where they actually did above and beyond. That's just me. I could be wrong. Maybe they are bad. I don't know. But the proof was like, I'm like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You can't come out on a talk show and just be like, trust me, bro.
Thousands of dollars in fuel to get the marketing shot.
Hundreds of thousands.
So they could raise
hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So they could so they can get the marketing shot, so they can raise money saying, look at us help the victims of the Lahaina fire. And those victims still, like, I have such a heart for Maui and what happened there. But Samaritan's Purse, I would confidently say the majority of it is all just smoke and mirrors at this point. They do good work. They do some good work.
Well, 2.5.
It's all smoke and mirrors, but they do good work. It's all smoke and mirrors, but they do good work. What the freak, bro? You can't make statements like that. You can't make statements like that, man. And is it Samaritan's Purse? Are they the ones that are supposed to like rebuild Maui? Is it up to them? People don't understand this. Like, when it comes to certain charities, and I'm not defending them all. There's a lot of bad ones out there. When charities come into emergency situations, they are met with tons of government and countrywide pushback a lot of the times. I saw it when I was in Haiti. Certain people were trying to bring in a bunch of stuff, and the government was like, nah, leave it on the airport. And that stuff stayed on the airport and rotted. I talk about this all the time. Remember when like North Carolina had the floods and the Amish people wanted to go in and rebuild homes, and the government was like, nah, we're just going to give them $600. Remember that crap? That's all I'm saying. If he's got information that's like, the Graham family's like stealing money from charity, yeah, please put that out there. But you can't come out and say, trust me, bro. Samaritan's Purse was supposed to take care of Maui. You don't understand what kind of red tape they might have to go through where the government's like, you can only do X, Y, and Z. That's it. Boom. You can't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, for someone that works with 9 Line Apparel, to hear some of their stories where they had food and water and things to go to like get into some of these places, and our own government's like, nope, sorry, you can't do that. It's a danger zone. Just drop your stuff off here and maybe we'll get it to the people. It's like, it's beyond frustrating. And then you're going to say, I think it's smoke and mirrors, but they do good work. Like, what kind of sentence is that? It's like you're trying to protect yourself. So when you get called out, he'll say, oh, I said they do good work. I did say that they did good work. It's crazy, man. That's crazy to me. Again, if you got evidence, throw it out there, man. People need to know. And again, I'm only defending it because of what I saw. If there is fraud and all that stuff in this charity that Franklin Graham is running, then yeah, we need to expose it. And I'll be the first one to say, this is terrible. But you can't come out and just say, trust me, bro. They do good work, but it's smoke and mirrors. I hate when they do that kind of stuff, when they attack Christian organizations like that, because these type of people don't know everything that goes on behind the scenes and what they're trying to do and how they're trying to help and the red tape and all the stuff. It's insane. It's insane.
Help the victims of the Lahaina fire. And those victims still, like, I have such a heart for Maui and what happened there. But Samaritan's Purse, I would confidently say the majority of it is all just smoke and mirrors at this point. They do good work. They do some good work.
Well, $2.5 billion where you're not spent, just do the math.
Yeah.
That should be billions a year spent on the poor.
I agree. Yeah.
Just by definition.
Yeah. And there's the silver lining here is American Christians and global Christians, but American Christians in particular are so generous.
Yes, they are.
That we could solve through the money we give most social issues in America.
Again, how do you do it, buddy? You're just looking at numbers. Again, you don't see government pushback. You don't see red tape. You don't see all the work that people are trying to do. You don't see. And some people's way of solving social issues is just giving a man a sandwich. Some people agree, like, you could solve social issues by putting everybody on welfare. This is the same guy. This is the same exact guy that says Christianity should support socialism in an earlier clip. So in his mind, social issues is letting the government take care of all the people. Remember that. So he's looking at numbers saying, oh, $1 billion, we could solve all the things. No, brother. No. Money doesn't fix problems. I believe Jesus does, but money doesn't. It doesn't. Everybody's talking about his hair. What's up, Doc? Great stream, Jay. Hope everyone has a great day. I have extended family that works for Samaritan's Purse. They do great work. God bless.
The church could do it, but the money is not being stewarded properly. It's being shelled up in massive corporations, and people are leveraging donor generosity to build their bug out spaces in Alaska, all in the name of Jesus. People don't fear God very much anymore.
Well, the most effective Christian mission I've ever seen, I think, that exists in the country is not even explicitly Christian, but it is Christian, and it's AA. And it raises no money. They won't even take money from you. And no one gets paid. There's no one in charge. And they take people who are literally killing themselves, and they change them completely. Not all of them, but they have a better success rate than any other rehab by far. And they accrue zero power.
Wow.
It's the most Christian thing that happens in most churches. Yeah. You'll have some like rotting congregational church. No one goes. You got a trans preacher lady or something. And then on Wednesday, they'll have the AA meeting and Jesus will fill the room.
We'll try to.
Stuff kind of aggravates me a little bit, you know. A little bit. I know it's 10 o'clock. Thank you guys for being here. I don't know if we're going to talk about this on Daily or anything, but Disney's going to lay off 1,000 or maybe more employees coming up. I wonder if this is all the DEI stuff. The company's global headcount stood at a bit more than 230,000 people at the end of the most recent fiscal year, with most of that being part of the theme park workers. Apparently, this is coming from internal marketing people that they're going to replace. Marianne B says, thanks, Jay. I love these type of talks. I appreciate it. I appreciate over here listening to me like at least give my opinion. Could I be right or wrong? Of course. I don't know. Sometimes we watch stuff here and I'm like, man, this stuff is so above me. Like, I don't know. I can only give an opinion and who knows. Brimstone says I need to stay off eBay. I'm eyeballing expensive comic books. I know, man. I know. I love that Lady Aaron D is very vocal over here because I love her takes. Even when she doesn't agree with me. Shout out King's Advisors. All right, that's it. Midday Mixer. I don't know when we're going live, but we're going to try to do something interesting today. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on daily in less than an hour. God bless you guys. Be the reason someone smiles today. Take 5 minutes out of your day and read your Bible. You guys are awesome in my life. And thank you for all the blessings, man. I wouldn't be here without any of you all in the chat. And good luck with my channel today.